Alright, so Necrostorm. This is another video about Necrostorm. Probably might be my last, unless something major happens. So it's been a pretty crazy week. Crazy week. Just every day there seems to be something new going on with this whole thing, and it's a pretty big topic to cover. So I'll only cover the bullet points that I want to right now. So their trailer was released today. It looks awful. The characters look flat as pancakes. The gameplay looks about as stiff as clunky as I remember from the beta. And yeah, nothing is good about that trailer. They even spell one of the characters' names backwards, which I don't even know how you manage to fuck up. Like, how do you manage to make a name backwards? But now that the trailer's released, and now it's released, 6,000 people that apparently have the game and are enjoying it can now post footage and pictures. Yay. Except, oh wait, there isn't anybody posting pictures or gameplay, because nobody on their forums has it. Nobody on their Facebook has it. Nobody has it that are vocal. Nobody has it. Nobody. So you'd think they'd be champing at the bit to get the gameplay up, right? Of their brand new game that they've been playing for 3 months. You think over the 3 months they'd have some gameplay stored up to upload. No. Nobody has anything. No one. Nowhere. Nothing. There is... So 6,000 people have it. No footage from any of them. And not a single word from any of them either. And the people on the forum that did say they had it, they were just Necrostorm dummy accounts. I mean, they all posted in the same way. There was no way it wasn't. So nobody on the forums currently has the game, and nobody on the Facebook currently has the game. That in itself is suspicious. It was released 3 months ago, and there's only now just a trailer. Now, according to some Italian law, you cannot post... Actually, no, it's not even a law. It's just some Italian managing group. According to them, you cannot post anything about the game before a trailer comes out for it, or any type of media. So that was the thing they were hiding behind, so that they could keep a lid on everything for 3 months. This is my theory. So they could keep a lid on everything for 3 months and use that as an excuse, get people's money, and then just bail. I think that's probably what they're going to do. It's either a real game or they're just going to bail. And if it's a real game, wow, you have to wait months to play it. Great game, said nobody. So yeah. But I mean, according to them, they're self-published, so I don't really believe that this law or this group even applies. So I think it was just an excuse. They just picked from their bag of law that they've dipped into quite often, and just picked something out that helped them for the situation, slapped it on it, and boom, all done. So yeah, not a single pic or gameplay footage. Very suspicious. Now, on their Facebook, they posted, when the trailer's released, we want an apology from all our haters. First of all, quit acting like a child, having a tantrum, because that's what you sound like. You sound like a child having a tantrum. And you want an apology from us? Really? Really? After the way you've been treating your customers? After you blacklisted everybody that posted on the SRK forum and the Test Your Might forum? After the disgusting messages you sent to some people? After the disgusting messages you sent to me? You want an apology? My apology is go fuck yourself. Because, if anything, you should be apologizing to us. Because your behavior is unacceptable. The way you've treated people is just flat out unacceptable. And based on your behavior alone, I don't believe that you deserve anybody's money. I think you should just go under, because no company that has your attitude deserves to survive. None. If a Western company did that, you know how quickly they would fail? Let's say if Capcom did what you are doing right now. Do you know how quickly Capcom would just disintegrate? They would disintegrate fucking fast. Okay? And now let's move on to illegally removing my video. Yes, I figured out I finally figured out they illegally removed it. There is no copyright to protect their emails, and their law that they quoted about professional secrecy. You know what that covers? Interception. So a third party intercepts the mail and gets it without anybody being the wiser. That's professional secrecy. Not me receiving the mail and sharing it. That is not covered by professional secrecy. Learn to law. Now, speaking about law, it's funny that they should throw law around when they themselves break it. I mean, they threatened the Test You Might forum staff with defamation lawsuits for every single member, or the forum owners. Are you kidding me? Do you know how much that would cost? Do you know how much manpower that would take? More than your little company can handle. That's how much. And plus, by the way, stop saying defamation. You either pick one. It's either slander or libel. What you're accusing people of is libel, not slander. Get defamation out of here. Just call it what it is. It's libel. So, because slander's speech, libel is text. So, threaten them with libel. So they threatened them with libel. And, like, do you even know what a libel lawsuit would be like? Because you would have to bear the burden of proof. You would have to prove to a court all the wrongdoing. We wouldn't have to do shit. You would have to prove that we were wrongdoing. You do not know what ocean you are dipping your toe into with a libel suit. Okay? And plus, all of this legal threatening shit, all of that's harassment. Thank you very much. So, while you can throw around your legal bullshit, how about I stick to mine, which is legit? So, you're actually opening yourself up for a harassment suit, if anybody wanted to do that. Just FYI. And if anything, they themselves are open up to lawsuits concerning what I was just talking about. Because the messages they sent to me, that's harassment. That's straight up harassment. Am I going to do anything about it? No. I can't afford to. But it is straight up harassment. If you ever fucked with somebody with enough money, they could do it. I mean, all I need to do is, they could do it. So, I mean, if anything, it's weird that you throw around these legal threats and legal jargon you probably don't even understand, because one of the laws they've used is, you can't do anything bad. It allows you to do something bad under an exceptional circumstance, such as, I don't know, force of nature or something along those lines, or something like that. So, I mean, they don't even know what they're talking about half the time. So, I mean, a lawyer would likely laugh you out of their office. So, it's just incredible. Some of the stupidity from these people. Next up, I think that's all I wanted to talk about. And, just one last thing. trash attracts trash. I've said this before, but the kind of attitude that somebody has will attract the kind of attitude someone else has. So you only need to look at their Facebook comments to know this. Nearly all their supporters are raging idiots. Nearly all of them, saying incredibly stupid shit and agreeing with everything their masters Necrostorm say. Trash attracts trash, people. If you don't want to attract shit, don't be shit. So yeah, some of the people there are just hilariously stupid. But what can you do? So I think that about catches up on all the major points that I wanted to go over. So, I mean, yeah, this whole thing is just ridiculous. From start to finish, it's been ridiculous. And I honestly don't care if the game exists or not. I really don't. What I do care about, though, is how they treat people. And they treat them like shit. And for that fact alone, nobody should give these people your money. Nobody should support them. Nobody ever. So, I mean, if it turns out to be fake, then I wouldn't be surprised. If it turns out to be real, I'd be a little surprised. But all in all, at the end of the day, the loudest form of protest you can give is to spread this information, tell big YouTubers, tell YouTubers anywhere, tell news sites, tell anybody. Just spread the knowledge around that these people are shit. And most of all, what talks louder? Money. Starve them of money? That will speak volumes. So, just don't buy their shit. Simple. I'll reiterate what I said last time. Just don't buy their shit. That's the loudest form of protest you have. So I think I'm going to wrap up here because I only have 15 minutes to do this in. Thanks, Necrostorm. So I just want to thank everybody that's going to cover this, that's going to cover it on YouTube or has covered it. Any news sites, just anybody, because it's a great feeling when you're, feeling like you're in a fight all alone, and, it's my word versus theirs, and they're a company, so people didn't, it was a bit, I didn't feel confident enough, but, when people started to jump in and hop in on it, I felt much better about the whole situation. So, I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all the support from commenters and people just everywhere. Specific thanks to Gaming Anarchist, again, Main Event, and Far From Subtle, who is Awesome Video Games, who for just taking the time to listen to me, just to listen to me. That was just great. So I don't care if he does a video about it or not, but just the fact that he shared it with his followers and listened was enough. And yeah, and just a thanks to those who chose to upload my video, re-upload it, because without you guys, it probably wouldn't have gained the attention that it did, because I was on the fence about re-uploading anyway, but because you guys did it, I'm in full support. So I'm in full support of anybody uploading my any video I do regarding Necrostorm. I'm in full support of it, because the message needs to be spread, and I don't care how. So thank you all for doing that, and I think it was great. So thanks to some people on SRK for talking with me about stuff. There's one person in particular that I don't remember, and yeah, I'm running out of time. So yeah, just thanks to everybody. I'm pretty much done. I don't think I'll do another Necrostorm video unless something dramatic happens. So unless, so if they turn out to be a fraud or real, whatever, I'll do a video then. Or if I get another strike, I'll do a video then too. So yeah, I'm pretty much done about this, but I will keep talking about it on Twitter, in comments, and on forums. So, thank you for watching. I'm out.